Now, I picked this one up, so I hope it delivers, because I want an action-packed game of Counter-Strike here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing wakes me up more, Chad, than good Counter-Strike. Do I sound weird to you too?
You sound all right now.
All right.
You're back.
Cool.
Now, we don't get Astralis versus NIP later, but maybe this one can outdo that one.
I have high expectations, absolutely. My friend Chad told me it's going to be good, so...
Well, sadly, my friend also told me Fnatic win this in 90 seconds, so I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but here we are.
Someone's lying.
Gotta choose who to trust.
Yeah, I think I've got a quick answer to this, and also a nice little B lean here. It looks like Apex is kind of leaning away from it, but so far, if he sticks around, that's pretty
He's got flashes,
solid.
basically. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be peeking on it, though. 2 smokes, 2 mollies. This is quite a complex pistol round. The flashes are coming in from Apex, and JW does take off the first. Oh, great shooting. ZywOo does find safe haven for a moment's respite, but he wants to re-peek. There's 3 more suites where that came from, and he will get found out. Back of the head eliminated. Apex puts one there. JW unable to equalize, so now we fall into a 1 versus 3. Poor old Brolin. It's not the weapon for this kind of fight. Far from it. These are all favorable to the USP.
How's he going to draw him in? How is he going to do anything with this? It's a good ding towards Shox. He expects the reflex from Apex, but Masuta puts him down. There was a chance for that one.
A very real chance. Landing the Goosh, then having a bit of a 1v1 onto Masuta there. I mean, if precision was on his side, if the crosshair was perfect, that was a winnable 1 versus 3. Apex made it very difficult, of course. Catching JW with a clean bullet prior to the reload does give Vitality the first. And here comes the classic French SMGs. They love it.
It's pretty common with Fnatic, just for people at home to note, if they don't get the plant on the pistol round on the T side, they will go for traditionally the full eco. Brolin's actually opted to go for the Tech 9, but normally when they don't get the plant, which happened in round number 1, they will go for the full save, because next round they get the 2400 and they get the AKs up straight away. They're not one of these teams to go for the force buy on the T side with the Tech 9s and all the goodies. They like to have a little bit more cash in the back pocket before they splash. And if Brolin can get anything done with this Tech 9, I'll be very impressed. Just the CT side of positioning right now, 2 towards Arch, 1 towards the balcony, means probably not going to happen. And, well, they've already taken away a huge chunk of territory. Apex reconnaissance mission with RPK. They cleared out towards middle, and now they can just leave 1 and rotate a 4th member over towards the A side of things. Masuta on the balcony, on the railing there. A bit more of a difficult angle to find a frag as, well, Fnatic are doing the standard clear. Bait out utility, and, well, they're going to be dealt with.
Strange seeing this map divided almost vertically rather than the way it normally goes, but with Apex's presence, looking pretty comfy. Trying to find those last few rats in the sewer. And it's just Crims.
All right, 1's not bad. Apex did make a lot of money there with those 3 kills, so he has 5.3 to his name. Maybe he'll drop an AWP over to ZywOo and could get dropped one of those SMGs, or it could be a full bonus round. If you just take a look at the buy right now for Vitality, there we go, they are dropping guns across. So RPK is actually going to upgrade into an M4A4. 3 SMGs, the MP9's retained. Apex is only purchased into the Kevlar knowing he'll be up against the AK-47, so being very frugal with his cash, making the right decisions here.
And RPK is apparently one of the worst candidates for buying armor when he doesn't need to.
That's true, that was the Cologne stat, right?
Yeah. $7,000 or something total.
Oh.
There's a good bit of damage. Doesn't finish it off.
Okay, so this is the first point of territory Fnatic look for. Systematically go for banana control, and then once they have that, they'll smoke up towards top middle, they'll get bracket control, and then force out those rotations. If we see that arch side smoke come through, I'll make sure I highlight it for everybody at home so you can see just exactly what we're talking about. So this is the first. Very simple stuff. Very basic Counter-Strike here. So flash towards top middle. Nade's going to land and chunk Crims down just a little bit. But at this point, there's no information for Vitality. You take a look at the minimap. Unless Masuta wants to swing, they don't know if they're brackets. They don't know if they're top banana. They have to respect both.
Yeah, this is the smoke from A to top middle, sort of thrown out by Shox. This is actually the stuff, the nade set we saw from Masuta in his pro tip. That flash looks a little short to me. Just enough to get around the corner, though.
So they've reclaimed information. And now they're rotating 2 members back over towards the B side of things. Apex very low, so ZywOo will be there with him.
Oh, this is the perfect read at the moment. Smoke towards CT should buy them time to set up.
Oh, going through it.
Oh, they are. ZywOo does get across.
They must have a term for going for plays like this. All the pros, surely.
From behind is the perfect angle, and ZywOo tested twice on B, gets a third before getting out of there. That MP9 singing. And like a sewing machine, the singer has already done enough damage to secure the round. It's only 8 seconds left. These MP9s have done enough. It was ZywOo just using a smoke grenade and positioning to manufacture that triple kill. Flusher and Golden yet to contribute yet here on Inferno. 0 for both of them. See that one again. Just as they start making their push. Waited for the tracer fire. And that was enough for the third. Beautiful. It makes it look very simple.
What's it? I don't know how he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, he's just, the way he sees this game, he sees those vulnerabilities in a much more apparent way. And he's punished it again. He's punished it again. So that's quite the start from ZywOo. Him and Apex off to the flying start. 5 frags apiece. It's only 3 rounds into Inferno. And now the CT's quite an aggressive stance into the apps. Look at that. Trying to take some part of the map at all times, trying to deny some form of information. You can see Brolin immediately takes a paranoid stance. They've gone for a interesting assortment, Chad. What do you call this one? 2 hero AKs around the 1,500 and 2,200. I mean, what the bloody hell's going on here?
Yeah, well, those saved AKs for Crimson Brolin, right? That's the mantle of this. They didn't want to just leave them hanging. So a little bit of an investment here because the loss bonus, when we think about it, it will be maxed out if they lose this round.
Sure, so 34.
It's just going to leave Brolin and Crims obviously a little bit shy, but they can go for Galil. So it won't be the end of the world. But this one here could be potent if the Deagles can help these AKs set up for some frags. So just going to be the flash from Golden. Not sure if they want to bait utility or go on this.
Well, it looks like it's a... hello, Flusher. Goodbye, RPK. Sight open. Suddenly it's taken. Simplistic, yet so perfectly done. Shots like that obviously help the matter, but what are you meant to do on the CT side? You're a million miles away.
Just like that, the round is won. So clean.
Wow.
Okay, well, we will have 40 seconds where we can sit and have a bit of a chit-chat. Any topics? I haven't been looking at the news. We've spoken about this, so I don't have like any... I'm not getting stimulated by anything interesting that's going on in the world. It's just Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I had a day off, but I worked, and then
we were together for the
woke up,
time,
and
so
I did the same thing I've been doing for the last 5 weeks.
We can't really. This is only week 4. All right?
I know. I'm just saying, like, my life hasn't been particularly story filled. I've been doing the same thing every day for the last 5 weeks.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that happened yesterday.
I'd like to throw out the idea of Rush in Among Us.
Lauren, you really keep pushing that. I'm just never around. Like I just go to bed.
Such a lie. You do your little danger zone dates. Among Us is fun, dude.
It's really good.
They're Sunday nights though.
You know when we were at the in Katowice there, and like we were getting laughed at by the Dota crew for playing games, and they were sitting around playing their little Pixies and Wizards talkie game.
Yeah, they play Mafia or whatever.
Precisely.
Right?
Among Us is a version of that.
They were laughing at us for playing the actual video.
Among Us is a version of that game, but it's a video game. So
the audacity on them to laugh at us.
I know, they're allowed to, though, because they were their one annual socializing event. Don't go outside very often, Chad. Let them have it.
Oh, dearie me. That was funny.
Well, same play.
Still on the SMG. I guess he didn't get to do much last time
why
around,
not? Just hold on to it.
Run it back again. Brolin, same position. Looks very similar to the previous round as well.
Well, let's see if it has the same kind of an ending. There's no Deagle this time to crack things open. Well, no, the Deagles are still there. But the AKs will be the primary weapon of choice. Ooh, saw a bit there, Apex. So that exchange of utility is good for him, but Golden pushing forward, in-game leader on in-game leader action. My favorite kind.
Oh, he's going for it. Go on, Masuta. Go on, Masuta. Gets traded, but that's ambitious, and it's a success. Certainly by his standards. ZywOo just trying to catch the trade, but Brolin far too smart for that. B-side will be held and defended by just one man, and that's RPK. No utility at all, just his trusty M4, and there's 2 players already dug deep into B.
ZywOo has a flash here.
Good shot. Oh, he's nearly got 2 there, nearly. Bombs crossing. Shock's a bit late to the party as well.
ZywOo can get one quickly. I'm trying to think who might give it up. Maybe Golden, but I feel like he's going to slip away towards Emote. They dissipate away from the site, just kind of fizzling out towards Banana, and Becomes less and less likely. They do have the smoke.
Two
and
smokes,
Molly.
yeah.
They've got bits and pieces to play with. So smoke towards the top of Banana will allow ZywOo a second to step forward. Nade towards Noob.
Oh, Molly's good.
Molly is great. That's golden, done for. Okay, now the last two are on Banana. The smoke's still in play, but the bomb's ticking. They've got to get on this, and they've got to find these two fast. Flusher knows the lineup oh so well, but Shox is right back on it now. Brolin. Oh, Shox has no idea. Shox is still so paranoid. It's over, it's done with. Nicely played again by Fnatic. It's only one player standing, but it's a round on the board.
Money's still good for Vitality, but that's a great round win from Fnatic there. It got dicey for a moment. The Molotov almost blew up Golden on impact. Lands,
you saw the Shadow desperately trying to reposition. Position. It was a sad state of affairs. Timeout called. That's the first timeout of the game. It's called by Vitality, ex-Taz. I asked him how to say his name properly. He said, like the thing you take in the nightclub. You know, ex-Taz?
Ah, so okay.
That's how you say his name.
I've never spoken to him.
Yeah, he can talk.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have to see if we can set up an interview with him at some point.
Yeah, I don't know why he's hiding away from the cameras, but focusing on the project at hand. He's been with them for a while now.
Has Apex changed room?
He has. He looks to have relocated.
Well, he's got a globe in the background of this one.
Often means you're back at your parents when there's a globe involved or a solar system of some description.
I just used to have the stars on the roof.
The glow-in-the-dark ones?
Yeah.
They were great.
Had my name.
I never really slept in pitch black, but when I went around Mikey Logue's house...
Fucking Mikey Logue.
It was always dark. They closed the door and it was a bit spooky.
What?
And he only had the glowy stars, and so I used them. They were my solace when I visited the Logue's house. Still, that's the end of my star story. Now the star of the Counter-Strike show.
Oh, damn.
Bang.
Oh!
Quick scope into the leg of Flusher. Certainly not going to convert to a round win, but it's a good start. Now jiggling Apex could be in trouble if Masuuta's not there for help. Oh goodness, JW. Oh, there's the saving grace of Masuuta. That's what we were hoping to see. That's the round over.
You see how quickly they were forced into that by the Banana AWP there of ZywOo though, right? This is the mid-round that we're talking about. Both teams happy to react quickly. And this time Vitality come out on top. So we will get more and more of these brawly rounds continuing forward. Fnatic with their money situation right now. Roughly 2K on most of the names remaining. Flusher with this AK-47. His job is to get as many kills as possible. Keep that CT economy under control. It's a $1,900 loss bonus in the following. So it will be enough to get another buy round through. If Flusher can hold on to this, he can drop, maybe even get that AWP. So he's picked up the big green. 30 seconds left. Still using the shift key, not wanting to give away his position whatsoever. Oh, okay, never mind. There he goes.
He's got the AWP.
And I guess if... Oh, pick again, come back.
No one.
Are they going to try and pick him together? Do they see him?
No way.
Okay, well, the smoke top middle. Flush is definitely not getting back into this one. AWP will be carried on through. I'm curious if he wants to use it himself, because you can see there he has 2750 in the back pocket. So he could drop the AWP, and he can buy an AK, or he could drop the AK and keep the AWP. Obviously, JW is the one we're normally looking to do the primary AWPing duties. But everyone should have a rifle to work with on the Fnatic side of things going forward. This was the trade onto ZywOo, and then Masuuta basically shutting it down just from that boiler position. And the laughs, the smiles, we love to see it. Everyone having a good time.
Certainly a good sign. They relocated from their Renault HQ. We saw them have a couple of weeks there at the start of the season. Or was that Cologne? I can't even remember. It's all blood.
That was Cologne.
For a little bit though, weren't they?
No, I don't think they started Pro League. I think they went home. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was the other event.
Same as NIP. They were there for in their boot camp, and then they went back home. It makes sense. The group stage of Pro League goes for 3 weeks because it's a round robin format. And you're not playing every day. It's almost every third day, I think it is. And then as we get to this weekend, we have all the matches played simultaneously on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, okay.
God, there's just like dashes of brutality in this game.
Yeah.
It's you know, the lull hits for a while, and then suddenly ZywOo's in your face trying to do what he can. Suddenly there's a playback in. Suddenly there's, you know, I don't know, Golden flying up towards the top of Banana. I love seeing this. It's very unpredictable. I'm sure it's going to be quite hard to observe at times, but Apex is going to fall super passive towards Emo. The 3T is going to be set into motion by Crims. Smoke in, flash in we go. Apex going to be probably asking for some support here. The other three are pretty far behind. Two of them going to play it back through Banana. Here comes the Molly. Apex is in danger, burning alive. Still gets one, couldn't quite convert on the second. But while that happened, Crims did find Shocks. Now it's Zywoo and Masuta try and play this one back in.
Certainly doable. Look at how much nades they've got. The kit to be picked up as well. I hope Zywoo doesn't neglect that. There we go. Nade lands on Flush's nose. Oh, that was destined for greatness, but a little shy. They're throwing out all their util. The shots are in the right place. Molotov forces Golden to a passive line. No real time. No smoke either. Zywoo to hold it. And this is the round. Good touch. Defended by the Swedes. 3 frags from Flusher.
Back and forth we go. So we started off with 3 in a row there from Vitality, then 2 back from Fnatic. Then we had the timeout round when we saw Flusher save that AWP. And, well, this is where Fnatic strike back. And I think this might be just the nature of this entire series here today. And, Lauren, with those splashes that you're talking about of aggression, that's the teams both happy to play within mid-rounds, right? Because as a CT, if you're going for aggressive plays like that, you're highly unlikely to get in and get out. You're there to get as many frags as you can and then make these mid-rounds as troublesome as possible. And right now, Vitality will bite back with some pistols. We got a couple of, well, 4 to be exact, Deagles across the board. 157 in the hands of Apex, couple flashes, and 2 smoke grenades. This one might stall out a little bit because Fnatic want to work out what buy they're up against. That's the front sight smoke just to obscure a bit of vision. Force the rotation on that B site, make them take different lines, different angles. And over towards top middle, it will be Masuta and Zywoo with these Deagles. So let's not count them out just yet. That smoke over towards Archside. Timer on that isn't too much longer. Will be fading now, and the flashes, they could swing off this.
One flash is pretty good, dude. They actually caught all of them.
They're going again. Shocks has another one.
Double dip. Here we go. Oh, he's whiffed it. Oh, what?
No worries.
He missed the flash, and then he does that. Must be nice.
Yeah, if you fail the flash, just send Zywoo at them. Fades not coming in. That was their chance. And now, poor old Shoxy. Highly unlikely. He's in a multi-frag position here. He's going to hope for one. Gets it. And even finding the second, JW being low, he could do it all with the Deagle, and he does. Shoxy, a magnificent hold. Zywoo starts it. Shox finishes it. Spectacular work on the sidearm.
Fnatic going to be kicking themselves about that one there. That whole flash scenario with Zywoo was comical, but doesn't matter if you're laughing. You're dead anyway. Golden and Brolin just got absolutely flatlined, and
if he doesn't hit that first shot, first bullet, he doesn't get a chance into Flasher.
Yeah, people might be curious as to why Crims is running wide and not clearing that close angle. It's so you don't bottleneck the site like that. So Crims' job is actually to draw that fire, and the second player in is meant to be able to trade. And that didn't happen. So Fnatic find themselves up against it. Look at Shocks, he wants more. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, Deagle City, folks. Woo! Okay, Fnatic and Vitality have given us a perfect summary of what these two teams are capable of in just 2 rounds. Brolin with the 180. And that, my friends, is a quick JW special. Just delivering and serving us up a round with a double dig down mid. He's against AWPers, he's against AKs, he still finds the double headshot. He just gives Zywoo a taste of his own medicine right back.
Yikes. Well, that's what I was expecting with this game. Maybe not in the Deagle fashion right there, but the brawly nature, the back and forth, the tug of war, and now RPK has to save. So if no team can really string together a bunch of rounds in a row, they're both going to be locked around that, 2,400 loss bonus time after time, and that might keep them in the force buy cycle. Unfortunately for Vitality, costs a little bit more to buy all the goodies. And Flusher wants to take away RPK. So let's see if he can do it. The MP9 and the Deagle. Not going to fight it any more than that. Throws out the molly, that's it.
5 rounds now, back and forth. Back and forth.
And this is the nature of this game.
No way.
Great to see. JW was put so low immediately. 22 health. Whoop. Oh.
These shots, these players are just ridiculous.
Oh, he looks repulsed, like he's just been served a meal of human waste.
Contrasting emotions there, isn't it? JW with a little smile. We got a dance going on in the top left. Someone's upside down in the bottom right. I wonder if they force back. Yeah, they will. So it just makes sense because Vitality can do it as well. There's no reason that they can't get involved in the same fashion. ZywOo at the top of the charts here. 9 kills, 118 points of ADR. No one's really running away with the game just yet. 5-4 the scoreline. Round number 10 about to kick off. Bunch of MP9s.
Holds true to trend. What is this? Going to be Vitalities, right?
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is like when you go to the casino and you see it like it's on red all the time and you think, oh, it has to be black.
Has to be.
Has to be.
Logic, of course. But yeah, I mean, the worst buy coming in. SMGs, they make them look extraordinarily proficient, however. I'll give them that for sure. The other side, not pretty nice purchase. Pretty well-rounded, all said and done. While he's going in, Golden on the clear.
All right, so they've baited out that utility at least from Vitality, and that's good stuff for Fnatic within the early stages. They're working with a lot more. Now the smokes, the 3 remaining for the French, if they can hold on to these when the clock starts to get sub 1 minute, we can have a conversation about them locking down the bomb site. But if they throw them out too early, if they use them before the timer trickles down low, Fnatic, they don't have any issues operating against it. Just be clean trades into the bomb site with no utility to have to run through. So Golden can lead the way and go for a bit of a money man mission with his MP9, find out who's home, see how many enemies are on the other side if they want. It looks like it will be the full execute into the B site with all 5 players in Banana. The rotation from Masuda coming in as well. This could get dicey.
Really could. Smoke fast, RPK still steps up to the plate. The spray is wild and so are the frags. Look at that, so many bodies drop as it settles though. It's a 2 versus 3. Shots!
Oh no!
He can win the round right there. Caught with a nade in his hand, JW. Staring at the bottle of flame, wishing it was a bottle of something else. Nasty turn of events. And true to trend, Lauren, you got it.
There you go, even a broken clock can be correct. There's my summary of analysis. Yeah, I mean, this game's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, in theory, Fnatic win this round,
Can we
right?
bring up the round recap, please, production? If when you have a moment, we'll bring up that. Wait to the end of the round if we have to. But you could just demonstrate how quickly these rounds have gone back and forth and forced by back and forth. It's Tech9's armor.
Oh,
Fast B.
Nades galore. Molly's being put down. They're trying to slow the train, but the station's looking pretty close by. RPK blind, but comes out of it fine. Apex now with him, isolates one, but Golden's gonna be doing some damage. No, RPK shocks. Oh, there, this is nice. Shut down, goodbye. Finally, a couple of rounds, not a couple, 2 rounds strung together.
Okay, so here's the round timeline that we were just talking about there. So if you look from round 5, it was back and forth, a little bit like a tennis match, and finally, Vitality have been able to break serve with 10 and 11 put in their stead, as we have 4 rounds left in this half. Will just be the light pistol. So maybe Fnatic win this one, you know? It's not as much of an upgrade. They probably win this one. 3 Deagles, 2 Glocks. Apex is just going with a USP here. I'm not sure if that was an intentional decision. Ah, okay, it wasn't. There was an M4 for him, so that's all right. He can pick that up. It wasn't like he was in a fight and going, oh no, I left the gun at spawn.
Oh, what a fun affair this has been. I just don't think I've seen a game like this in a while, so I'm glad you guys kind of painted the picture of what to expect, and it's certainly holding very true to that, but this shouldn't be a problem, right? There shouldn't be Deagles coming out. There shouldn't be too much threat, but maybe within a little bit of a range. I like the little boost there for ZywOo, though, so able to make sure mid's kept in check.
Yeah, they've got this quad stack going on here, so any poking and prodding from Fnatic as they want to come up this corridor should be dealt with. Brolin's going to get away with a Deagle. Masuda was thinking about going for a chase right there, but thinks better of it. Golden might span... Oh, okay, I thought he was going to hold that line towards Coffins, but trying to find the one way in the smoke, and he's found a little bit of a gap. Don't think he'll be greeted with anything just yet.
No, nor do I. And I don't think Fnatic really have many avenues back in here. Shox is in such a prime position. Does pay quite the price for his first frag, down to half. He doesn't want to overextend or give any ways back in for Fnatic. ZywOo in support as well. Has flashbangs. Golden still trying to knock RPK off his perch, but not to be. And back to be for Flusher and Crims.
It's just...
Execution.
Okay, here we go, Crims one. How much damage does he get to do on this? Shox did get tagged up.
Oh,
Oh, God, stop it.
I love the one, Deags. The one digs, the one tap with the AK, and the USP kills against pistol rounds, they're the best kills in the game. They're the most rewarding looking frags, right? They're just a... So Fnatic will be taking a timeout here just to discuss through their options this half. It's not away from them just yet. They still can get the 8-7 on the board. Money, however, from Vitality, because of the spree of 3 rounds they posted in a row, has been built on up. So we'll take a few before they get broken. And let's just see what Fnatic's answer is to this, because we've seen early, we've spoken about it, there have been a few little pop flash maneuvers from Vitality. We've seen the one from Masuta. He has that MP9 again, so maybe he gets pop flashed into the end of holes once more. RPK has been pop flashed towards out the top of Banana as well. And now that the guns are back out, the AK-47s across the board, Crims will be purchasing his in a moment. Fnatic can look to now mount a bit of a comeback in this first half. Round 13. Let's see what they can bring out, because it hasn't been as easy for them to get top Banana and top mid control like I was previously stating for their go-to approach to the Inferno T side. Golden will be leading the charge up Banana right now. Molotov, and he gets out of there. So doesn't want to take too much damage, but also Vitality aren't throwing out many nades of their own. They've stacked 3 players over towards B. They might want to lure Golden and Flusher into this.
Someone posted, Zywoo pushed up. RPK kind of playing him in potentially, if given the opportunity. Nade doesn't quite reach Flusher, but smoke's coming out. Molly's going to be there. We haven't seen Zywoo push this close. We haven't seen many fights at the top of Banana. It's generally been trade out of util, but eventually given over. This looks like the timing couldn't have been better. Zywoo put into a position for success, but this is where the hit's coming in.
Yeah, this is the big commitment now. They are taking Bracket's control, and the flank's coming in so fast. I'm not even sure Fnatic are ready for this. Yeah, Cat off guard. Only the one for Brawler in response. RPK was part and parcel of that. Now JW and Golden both behind the lines of Apex. And it's 9 for Vitality. Definitely looking like a beast to be reckoned with here. This French squad, every individual, when tested, seems to be passing the multi-frag test. Shocks up at 14. ADR for RPKs in the hundreds. He's been locking them down at B. This was Zywoo just baited in again. It's rare to see Fnatic caught out, and I just saw 2 members of Fnatic pulling out pins or shot in the back without the comms, because Vitality are taking some liberties. The fact that they pushed down Banana after finding Flusher, it's indicative that they've done their homework and that the in-game leader of Apex is definitely making the right calls. Or just the mid-round from each and every one of them. It's easy to attribute mid-round calling to that of the leader. Not always the case. Boosting him up on the half wall, that might instigate a little bit of a rotate from RPK. Yeah, he's out of there.
They're not being bullied, Vitality, which is nice. They're the ones who are dictating the pace of this game so far. Fnatic are normally able to neuter you and your aggression and hold you at bay with very good utility usage, and then the fear of Crims and Brolin doing their default over towards second mid can be enough to hold every team in more passive lines. But as we mentioned, and we'll mention it again, just some of these maneuvers from Vitality have been taking away a lot of the space Fnatic are used to getting. That's a great nade. Huge chunk of damage onto Golden. Nice lick as well there onto Flusher. And Apex just standing and wanting to fight here. Any kills that he gets, he's going to drop some basic utility, and that utility is going to be necessary for Fnatic. Look, still postured forward. He's not afraid.
He's the only one to B. He's got support finally, but it took some time.
Oh my God, look at him go.
Gets one, knows there's more where that came from. He's doing so much damage, but it's none of it's converted into a frag. So low now, these armored pistols. One good nade, and there's none remain.
Come on, Shocks.
Flash him around the corner. This is huge. One. There's more where that came from, but Flusher does get it. There's a world in which Flusher could win this.
How are they alive?
That's the question. That really is the question. 20 seconds. The flashes are great from Zywoo. Look at them, just blind. Oh, but he's blind and he still gets a frag. He's going to do it all. Planning in front of their face as well. No one can deny it. AW hitting the Deagle shots now. It falls to Masuta. Can he finish what his teammates have started?
These guys don't know that they're
Look
dead.
at JW, no.
Oh, are you kidding me?
There's no way Masuda expects this.
No.
Is it planted for it? It is, right?
It's a little bit more open. Yeah, Flusher planted bravely. This one's done.
Yep.
Oh, this is nutty.
That's so cheeky. Masuta's not going to have a clue.
Oh, bless your heart. Accept the fate here, Masuta. JW's got you.
God, another real chance there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All it took was one bullet to connect and JW would have gone down. Oh dear, that was brave. But that round never should have been Fnatic's. You think about how that started. Apex just bullying them down the bottom of Banana, gets a free kill spamming through the boards. Felt like he probably should have had a couple more there. Shox gets one. You think he's getting flushed out. He's going to have a multi-kill. Doesn't happen. And then Flusher with the blind kill onto RPK. That's the round winner. Oh, Flusher really just bailed them out. Check this out. Oh, wow.
That's nuts.
Okay.
What a round.
Well, this just got a little bit more interesting, didn't it? Final round of the half, round 15 underway here. Fnatic have got the guns back up on board. Double AWPs for the CT. Shox wielding the secondary. Zawu on the primary.
Oh, this matchup is making me smile. This is a brand of Counter-Strike I have not expected to see, but my word, is it truly volatile. Now, Shox, a new look. Ooh, I think he saw enough. Yeah.
Wow, Flusher.
Flusher's a beast.
Okay, well, that's top banana control granted. Apex just getting that AWP into his own hands.
Oh, where's the rest of them? Okay, looking towards A. Zawu and Masuta, the two on the site or around the site. Support's on the way. They're going for this one. Keep in mind that Flusher could be on the flank, but Zawu going to give a good start here. The rest coming through towards CT. Zawu, RPK, big combo. But Flusher might be able to get some territory here. If he goes fast enough, he can get ahead of the rotations.
Yeah, and he is going to at least start walking in.
Comes as the smoke for spawn. This is good. Oh, what a nade.
50 damage shaved off, and a molly to stop the plant as well. It's going to get a bit toasty for Crims. Down to 26. Apex has caught him. And now all on to Flusher. Does hit a wild shot through the smoke. And what universe! Flusher's coming online, and RPK quick to disconnect. And before it got out of hand, my goodness, 10-5 will be our score on the half. Diffuse coming on in. Multi-kills are plenty. The tank and Zawu at the top of the scoreboard. It's all business as usual. 10-5 on the half.
you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? There's a race, so you win victorious. Life's a race, so you've been
Ten-5, Vitality in control. T-side for them next. It's Inferno, Fnatic's map pick. And we've got high expectations for the series, and it's delivered in buckets and spades. We've seen smiles from both squads. We've seen Deagles from both squads. And it's a battle of the tennis style of Counter-Strike. You've seen them trading rounds, and eventually Vitality managed to pull away with the CT economy. And now it's time for Fnatic to be on the defense. Let's see what the French have got in store for us. It could be the very same pistol round. It's exactly the same buy that we saw from the Swedes, a la Francais, and they've even got themselves an extra smoke grenade. So that's a different look as they do head towards the second apps. It was much more a B hit last time, so maybe A smokes and mollies this time.
All right, CZ for Brolin could be everything here if they decide they want to go for a bit of a Halls play. 12 bullets and quickly rain out of that bad boy. But they've been given banana control for free. They have Halls and boiler control for free as well. So with Apex and RPK over towards banana, they could really sell a good fake if they wanted to execute, and they're lining up for it right now. So we'll see the coffin smoke. We'll see the CT smoke come through. Do they want to use their Molotovs here? Oh. Well, Drew out an inquisitive Brolin. He's going to fall. That CZ's going to be recovered. Zywa's going to be loving that one. Even found himself a bit of a nade on the ground there.
So weird.
Where are you meant to go on this round? You've had success over by apartments, but then they've also done the mollies at B. The CT side, I think, are as baffled as to how to approach this as we are, but for now...
God, he's just going to check middle, and he's going to say it's B. So yeah, they're perhaps overcomplicating this one a little bit, but they are heading into an open site, so they've done it right. Just flusher.
Oh no.
Oh no, look at him go. Oh, has he dodged around? Like Apex saw him, he sniffed him out, and this one could be flawless. Oh, Apex catch. Here you go.
Hey, great throw.
Strong arm.
Yeah, shut down by RPK, but yeah, real curious round, all said and done.
It's crazy how much information that drew, right? They went smoke coffin, smoke CT, that was all they threw. Brolin pushes, he dies to Zywu. They peek their head around the corner B, they get another kill, and that was basically the round right there. So Vitality split up, divide and conquer. That's their method.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that's their mantra or anything, but it seems to work.
You can make it that. Divide and conquer.
Well, Fnatic are on the 4 spy, so they have a bunch of nades, 3 HEs, 5 smokes, upgraded pistols. This one could get interesting, and if they lose this, well, Vitality could be running away with map number 1.
Ooh, chunky nade there, but they're still standing around. This is brutality again. These guys are ridiculous. Smoke in, they're going to bait in Crims. He's now on a bit of an island. I don't know if Flusher can do anything to help, but they fall. Line and sinker. Trade comes out, Shock's recovery, but now he's surrounded.
Winnable, and JW was really accelerating towards middle. Now Shocks has found him. He can save the day for Vitality. Oh, he wants to fake it out.
Oh my god, it's for the ace as well.
Oh, Brolin's far too wise for his games. He pauses. 30 HP is the perfect amount of HP for Brolin to overcome the odds. But Shocks has already done that 4 times.
Oh, he's tucking in. This is wild stuff here. Shocks has 20 kills.
Yeah, but this one comes a question of who will blink first.
He's so confident it's going to be the flank.
He knows Brolin is an A player. Oh, look at the timing. Thought Brolin was about to start making a move. Okay, and as Shocks rounds the corner, tension starts to drop, and now it rises into the crescendo because he's walking straight into the... and he pulls out his God! Not like that one, no! Brolin, you got to give him credit. He stood his ground. He knew he had a degree of an advantage, and after Shocks just pops off, he had a chance to make it all the way through to the B site. It was wide open this whole time. Shox just had no idea. Golden with a double on the Deagle. Crim's even finding one with a 5-7. It was this double kill that kept him in the round. And just when he thought, look at that, pistol out, Brolin emerged. Really, really, really intense Counter-Strike. And so it will be the Force. See, Armor and P250s.
When Shox watches that back, how mad is he going to be? He had the right play, you know, he knew exactly.
Don't.
Oh, dear.
Sometimes it's best not to know. Oh, my word.
So there's 3 smokes right now. This looks like it's going to be set up for an A piece. This one over towards Library. Smokes out towards the arch side. Oh, they're stuck in the tracks right here. What? Sorry, what?
Easy.
I really don't know what the hell this is. We've had Tech-9s running in, but that P250 drive-by was perfect, but it has been quelled now. And even if it's just for a second, a lull in the pace of this absolutely mental game. Rifle on Shox could be massive in this. No util left as well. They are down to what they have in their hands. Golden puts down a smoke, buys another couple of seconds, but where do they take themselves? No one's offering anything up yet.
Smoke will fade. Vitality, they had the intention of going long side, but seems that short is going to be a problem. RPK catching the trade, but it's all they're left and finished off by the Galil. So we will see some weapons scavenged away, an upgrade found for Golden at the very least towards that side of the map. This was the Masuta drive-by we all liked so much. Lovely jubbly into the head. But it's 11-7, and that's 2 rounds in a row from Fnatic. After a Vitality pistol win, seeing for the Swedes immediately return. Some happy fans there.
Someone's in school. Straight up in class.
Yeah, Counter-Strike school. They're here to learn.
Oh my word.
All right, students, today.
How to win a full eco.
This is advanced class now.
Yeah, win a full eco against fully bought Fnatic. That's the lesson today.
Oh, watch this. They're going to sit in the smoke and all pounce out.
Hi.
Oh my.
Well, that's scary. Drops the incendiary, they disrespect it, and well, that's the quickest way to lose an eco, charging through the flames into the AKs and the M4s.
There we go.
There we have it.
See, thanks to Vitality, we didn't have to sit through 1 minute and 55 seconds of them sauntering around the map just trying to bait out utility. They thought, we'll get this one done quick for everybody.
How considerate.
And look at that. How does Shox have so many kills? It's insane. I guess Apex does have 7 assists, so Shox has just been finishing off a couple of easy ones.
I guess the ADR kind of gives away that.
Yeah.
A little bit of assistance from old Apex.
The French. All right, AK's back out. Here we go. Let's see if Vitality have anything in store for Fnatic early. Flash towards top mid. Shox will force them back. Lots of nades over towards Banana. 3 Molotovs down the bottom there. So 1 came from top mid, 2 came from Banana. All it took was 1 simple Molotov out of the hands of Vitality to keep Banana in their control. And now it's just the walk up. This is the duel. This is everything. JW down. Rims follows.
There we go. Vitality crack open the A site. The bomb's still at T steps. Make no mistake, this is not going to be a fast round unless the frags keep coming in that manner. Oh, hard shots for him to hit. Masuta like the flank flusher through the smoke, keeping something at least a little competitive, keeping the conversation alive. But yeah, Flusher and Golden and CT spawn. Bombs arriving now.
Look how many nades are left, Alex. They have the site control. They still have all those nades left.
They just walked into the site, hit 2 headshots, and the rest, well, it's done.
It's the simple version of Counter-Strike. It's the headshot strategy. It's one of the best ones for you kids in school to learn.
Right, so if you just walk towards the site, win your first 2 duels, plant,
yep,
you're probably going to win every round.
That's it. That's the way we do it. And then the CTs, it's easy as well. When the Ts come your way, shoot them.
First.
You've got to beat them to shoot in them.
Yeah.
Click on them first with your mouse.
You guys got that?
And that's pretty much the end of Counter-Strike lessons, actually, really.
Wraps it up.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the entire game. You click before your opponent does, and do it until your number says 16.
Gosh, I thought this was really complicated.
They say this game is complicated, but...
Well, they lied, Lauren. They definitely lied.
Oh, but I'm
Look how many nades. Chad's right. Like at the end of that game, at the end of that round, they've got full util sets.
I was thinking for like the CTs, it must be so hard playing against the pace of this because you're going to have people flying up mid, so you have to use your utility.
Yeah.
The tempo in which this game plays for them must be so hard to contain and keep control of.
Some love for Brolin there in the fan cams. Definitely besotting many. But we are heading over to our 21st round of the first map of the second game today. We're seeing our usual spread. 3 this time towards B at the start for the CTs, making sure that extra utility is deployed, and a double stack nade not going to be finding any action. So that smoke onto the molly, it's more to draw more util out, and you can see it has done exactly that. Look at all of this, all of his stuff, all because RPK threw a smoke on a molly. It keeps them busy.
Well, let's see if they have the same success in towards mid. That flash is good. It's got shocks up there, right? Limits the information they now have. The map gets a little smaller for the CTs.
They're so brave, Vitality, in the way they take areas. They're not using Molotovs to push back. That was just a simple flash. It could have been dodged. There could have been a
Flash in
stack.
a body, yeah.
Yeah, and then they put their bodies on the line to take the room, and it's really worked out for them here. We can see that there's still banana control for Flusher, who's been having a bit of a mad one on that T side, had a couple of big rounds. But over towards A, they're 4-man stack. They're forced back. Now, JW wants to continue to search. Now, if they clear top middle and they call, well, they need to push Flusher back in banana first. That should be the next step for Vitality. Good Molotov. Top mid, clear. They know banana's clear as well. So this is information that doesn't really help them a lot right now because they don't know where the T's are whatsoever. That flash will force Flusher out of the line of sight. He doesn't have any utility, so he has to completely respect it. 30 seconds left. And it's drawn the rotation, so Golden's on his way. It's going to be 3-on-5 on A. Oh, yeah. Golden's in limbo.
Tags him into the leg. Crims, though, is in such a prime position. He can ruin it all. The sprays. Iwa's got his weapon out. It does take him down. A quick one from JW. Perhaps a chance, though, and it's taken away by Brolin. Sharks realizing this round has got nothing for him, and so will look to maintain. But what a strategy they had going on there. It's all smoke and mirrors. You can see Golden was thrust into limbo, as you dubbed it, but it doesn't quite translate. Nice work from Crims as they opted for the long side. Perhaps the gap was short, but you see how this worked out. RPK with the first, but then just nice frags from Crims in that corner. Double before RPK could have anything to say about it.
So losing that top mid control completely and not having banana at the same time as losing that meant that Fnatic were able to take back some territory and really bank on which side it was going to be the hit. What's going on in the middle down the bottom there? That was an interesting looking room. I want to see that one again.
Anime looking.
Anime?
Waifu mouse pad. I think it was like that weird Fnatic thing that they did where they had like some weeby stuff going on.
Didn't they do it with Hello Kitty?
Yeah, I think it was one of those numbers.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So right now a timeout has been called from Vitality. They have one left within this game. We're going into round number 22. The scoreline is 12-9 for those of you dialing in on the FMs or the AMs or the Winamps. Remember when we had to sync up like Winamp with...
Oh, you do the countdown at the start of a game.
I would listen to like I would listen to all the old casters back in the day, watching the scoreboard and listening to the cast because I wasn't able to watch the game.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
People very descriptive. The description of this round would be mad aggression banana. Look at these boys. The tank true to kind of form, just plowing forward. CT side called into action. They can't fight back, but the nades did a great deal of work. Zywo and RPK kind of taking the large amount of flack off that one, but they have fought and somewhat garnered top banana control by now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the damage is going to haunt them here because you can still see 3 players sticking on that B bomb site from Team Fnatic. If it is the late finish, we've already got RPK posted very, very forward, lying in wait in case there is a reconnaissance mission to get more information. But yeah, look at this. We can see them all regrouping. Suta coming through the mini pit. And it will just be the B attack.
We've only got one smoke, right? I don't think Golden's got anything. I don't think Crim's got anything. I think everything was flooded into that initial exchange. So this one smoke better be goddamn good. Crim's Flusher flashed Golden, the only one able to do much, but the push through the smoke is going to help out. They're still alive.
Yeah, they're fighting tooth and nail. It is all down to 1 man and 2 HP. RPK, what on earth can you do about this one? It doesn't seem like much, even gives a glimpse to JW. A smoke to draw him into a false sense of security. He's going for the aggressive push. He takes the clean headshot. JW tempted now, perhaps. He does catch a glimpse of him. both there. RPK wants to continue to fight, and Crims is his next victim. RPK with 2 HP. He pushes it to the limit. My God, every round, it's always a question mark, especially when RPK is still alive. A valiant attempt coming in from Monsieur Cedric.
What a crack that was, all things considered.
Yeah, right.
That was great. You can see, like, he could have very easily taken JW out there. Like, that would have been a masterful clutch. All right, well, finally, back down to the pistols. But I'm sure the excitement doesn't stop here, so let's see how these Deagles go. Smoke for Shocks, a little bit of light Kevlar. He's actually also bought into some flashes, so a late purchase here, meaning that Vitality probably don't want to get stuck in immediately. Brolin doing his best Masuta cosplay over towards Zaps. Because of the way Fnatic pushed down and spammed through, you can see here Shox isn't leaving spawn. They're more than happy just to wait for the early stages of this to come finish. Oh, here we go. They're going to give it a crack. We saw Heroic doing this. Okay. Shox plays first.
Oh, RPK consideration here.
He wants some middle territory, and we'll take it. Shox really not considering how to play the game correctly. Will find himself now on the back foot. And this one here looks like it will be a draw, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great attempt there from Shox, but really needing to know how to open up the board. As JW takes down Zywoo, and, well, maybe there wasn't as much excitement coming into this round as I thought there could have been.
I liked the game of tic-tac-toe in Spawn, though. That was quite a highlight, I feel. It's nice that Valve have implemented some entertainment for the pistol in Spawn approach.
Well, they took the bells out, thank God.
Oh, Henry loved those. What was that game? Was it? I think was it 8? No, I can't remember who it was who was doing it as well. I swear it was someone in this game, but yeah, someone was tolling the bell as he was trying to do a nice summary of a game. Now, 25-second flash comes in, flashed off the angle, but Golden's still safe, and Golden keeps the round safe. Very well played in the end by Fnatic. No trickery, no real losses. Comfort in the end for them, and they're almost back all even. 12-11 now. Fnatic just 1 round away.
Rush, you lied to us.
Yeah, my script must have been off. I don't really know why this wasn't over quickly, actually.
Okay, well, maybe next time don't lie.
Yeah, well, we'll
You know
see.
how we feel about lies
I think
around
I had
here.
last week's script, that's why.
Okay, that's all right. We'll let you off the hook this time. Oh, there's a bell. Don't.
Ding
No
dong.
one,
Ding dong.
no.
I look forward to the end.
Round 24. We're not at the stage where I feel this game is ever going to be in one of those do or die economic scenarios just because of how volatile both these teams can be. More of the same with the clear towards top banana, but this time they don't have to receive as many nades. It's actually a gamble from Fnatic over towards A. They have 4 players early. Just going to leave Flusher on the B bomb site. Smoke and Molotov remaining. As I say that, he will throw out that smoke, holding the T's at bay. So top banana now. Vitality have the first piece of the puzzle. 1:05 remaining on the clock. Now they'll get top mid. Smoke towards the arch side, and in response, we've highlighted that one before. Fnatic love to fight for this mid control. They've dumped out their own smoke. They have to flash. Nade from Crims is good, but he's taken out.
Zywoo still hits his shot, though. And so now they're trying to deny some info. They've been previously caught out by that corner. This time he'll fill it with Flame. And that's a big draw to win. And now Golden's gone too.
God, this bloodbath just isn't stopping between these two. It was a pretty brutal affair until this point, but JW and Flusher is still somewhat present, but then you look at RPK.
He's not letting them save, Lauren.
No, he's
He
not
won't let them
anything.
save at all.
There's no fun allowed here for Fnatic.
I wonder if they're considering this. They're clearing close.
Ooh, it looks like JW's backing away. I think they've kind of
Oh no.
given nothing. Now RPK, how much damage can he do? Let's have a look.
This is the shower scene from Psycho right now. We know exactly what's going to happen.
JW does.
He's not clearing this.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Sorry?
Quick reactions. You had a little sweep.
Okay.
And that's an AWP to save now. Are we happy with that?
I can't
8K and an
believe he
AWP.
cleared it.
Quite a deal.
Wow, all right. 13 on the board for Vitality. This one here is going to be a bit of a nail biter. RPK is going to be like, what? Like, what? Why?
God, I don't know how you quantify or they're able to replicate this on not a regular basis, but it must be Such a nice factor to have someone like Zywoo who can just still somehow deliver that. What is that in the bottom corner? Is that a boatyard?
That's what I wasn't sure about. I'm really interested in that room.
I really want to know now.
I really want to know.
What are we looking at?
What's in the box?
Area 52.
All right, well, Masuda has a Mac 10. This means I think we're looking at something a little bit faster or a set piece here. He's heading over towards alt middle, so we might see them line up some smokes and flashes quickly. Okay, JW wants to take matters into his own hands. Take Shoxy out of the equation very, very quickly. Zoe and Masuda might just walk forward here on the apartments and try and catch them off guard. Looks like this is going to be a quick burst.
JW, aggression to start with, but put down finally. Brolin's still alive, and he's buying time and being a massive nuisance. Masuda.
Oh, he's not trying to knife him, is he?
Zywoo through the smoke instead. I mean, which way would you like to die at this point? As it looks like Crims, Golden, and Flusher are the closest to this, but there's no ease to it because Apex is among enemies here, behind enemy lines. Bomb yet to go down, but it will soon. As Golden and Flusher, the last two, separated by middle, and Zywoo patrolling.
They can't catch a break, Fnatic. Like, Apex did the right play, gets the kill, and then gets out of dodge, and now Zywoo's flanking the position that Apex was just covering off. It's just a constant moving puzzle from Vitality. I'm not sure how they maintain like this mid-round like synergy and chemistry that they have going on, because they always say, okay, Flusher converts, and they will save their guns, but money is in a bad spot for Fnatic here. But this is usually when we see a Fnatic round come out.
It's been a while. We haven't had one of them since the JW Deagle down mid on the T side. It would be about time. 2 saved M4s. Everyone else is on an unhealthy number. You can see that chicken did get cooked up. And this is Zywoo. Another opening frag for him into the site.
Lucky didn't TK there. Masuda was pretty low on HP. So that works out very well. Bit of a smirk. It's only 2 rounds away now. More arts and crafts. Yeah, I don't know that. Can anyone know that there's an air conditioner?
Yeah.
That's all I can really
like
see.
a Jeep or something? Like a
Jeep?
I was thinking like a boat, but maybe...
I don't know. My eyes aren't that good.
Military vehicle.
Every time I go to getting close, we off the fan cam, so... All right. Well...
Second time outcalled by Fnatic, and this is what we were talking about, outlining their financial jeopardy. It's a conversation to be had with Coach Samuelson and, of course, Golden.
Looks like they're going for it. Roland's fully bought. Flush is dropping something. JW. Deagle full buy. Interesting choice. Not sure if that's going to be indicative of...
You monster.
Oh, no.
Last second, the chicken was just smiling. Avoided that nasty loud bang.
Oh, nasty boys.
Chicken dinners tonight.
All right, well, JW has that Deagle, so let's see if he can replicate what he did in the previous. Was on the other side of the map, so not going to be easy to do exactly that. But this might just be another pounce again. So you can see the pace change from Vitality. It's more direct right now in their approach. We have 1:20 left on the clock, and they already have 3 members towards the end of apartments. Another Molotov will come in. That'll hold them at bay for 7 more seconds. There's smokes to work with. Thinking better of going for this, so maybe the jig is up. And they can go back towards B. They baited out a lot of utility there off the back of Fnatic. Especially the Molotovs. That's always a good stopping power.
Flusher waiting with that molly as soon as... Did
Oh
they
my
slip
God.
the timing?
How?
It might see Zywoo, but they don't know about Apex. They're way ahead of this utility. Apex is going to swing it. Say goodbye, Golden. Flusher can only hold so much. That timing was impeccable.
Yeah, that's flawless.
These
Just
were
on
those-
his jiggle.
These were those pace changes we were talking to him about the other day in the post-game interview. That's exactly what Apex is talking about. It's
Change
so
the pace.
hard.
Yeah, you just don't know what's coming next. And just as the same utility arrives, a different push on a different site. Zywoo's got util to burn. He's catching nades, but the round is done.
Yeah, I think this one's all over, Red Rover. Save the guns if you want, Fnatic, but right now you can't put a finger on where Vitality are going. 1 second they had 3 players enter halls. The next minute, 2 players have passed the jiggle peak on the B site and they're walking on in. Flusher, when he drops that Molotov, he's already in trouble.
Yeah, he's in jeopardy by the time he's actually got his weapon back in his hands. Zywoo will make it away. 7 HP, needs to get a clear radius from that bomb, and about now...
Got blammo.
Safe and sound. So, match, or rather map point, 4 of them. 4 map points for them. Team Vitality, that is. Fnatic, a 3-round silence from them has fallen upon them on their map pick. I will remind you, this is the map that Fnatic chose to brawl upon, and now battling for overtime in pursuit of victory. And it's not ideal. FAMAS, 3 of them. 1 in the M4 category.
Scout, though.
Yeah, and JW's definitely no slouch on it. The nade is good, softened up for no scout tags today. The Suitors caught him up middle. It sounded like a little dink through the logs there, and he evades the nade quite nicely as well. So, we always knew the French were good dancers. Apex continues to prove us correct. 5 versus 4, no rush at all. TTs are running out of all of their smokes. Another deep one deployed. And they'll just start to regroup and likely group up with all of their resources, throw them towards one site, leave someone with a boatload of util to throw it towards the other first, keep the CT's feet planted, and then finish with a numbers advantage.
Yeah, the disparity in utility is poignant. Flusher with a brave check. Down
He's
Banana.
open.
And yeah, it's wide open. Golden coming back around, but has nothing to slow down a hit if it does come through.
Oh, no fun at all.
What a horrible position Fnatic find themselves in here. They need a multi-kill from Golden. Needs to step up. Look at this. Vitality is still strung out across the map. Normally in this situation, as you were just prefacing, Alex, you would group up, you would hit a bomb site, and you would trade efficiently, but they're just happy to put this wide net out. They're so confident in their individual ability and finding these fights against Fnatic that they're staying strung out. And look, Masuda all the way forward in halls. We got the smoke over toward the arch side now. We have one all the way over towards the mini pit. Flash towards top mid, and they still have a player watching the banana push.
Okay.
Nice gap from Brolin. Master of the pit position. Not going to be knocked off his perch. He stands his ground again firmly. That's the multi-kill you were waiting for, Chad. And it does look like this one's going to go out in nothing more than a whimper. No time. Masuda has to save, has to survive.
Well, I'm glad that happened because it illustrates the danger of what I was talking about. Yeah. If a player does grab a multi-kill, then the round unravels. And Vitality are obviously very confident in their approach because, well, they're sitting on 15, and the scoreline was 15-11. Now to be 15-12, but this is Brolin getting it done late. So the fact he still has to smoke this late in the piece, good stuff from him, being able to completely shut this down, and Crims with a little naughty boy push through the smoke. But Vitality might just try something direct again, right? That was more of a passive style, that was a bit slower. Shock's actually bringing out the AWP on the T side. Curious to see.
See what he does with it. Usual exchange on Banana for now. See if anything different comes through. That was some damage and a half. Golden's nade's going to finish off RPK, so opener for the CTs. It feels like we haven't seen too many, and it looks like Apex wants back in. These two are really going to go up for this fight, are you? No, okay, backs away. Calms it down a bit. The CTs are fighting this. Super active. Deep nade comes out.
Team smoke in the back of the head.
Smoke now. Yeah, the pace will kind of slowly calm down for a second as the T's consider their options. I don't know where they take this now. Apex is so low. They still have a lot of utility, though, to play with. And finding time and placement for Shocks to bring that all in, yet to be seen.
It's going to be a hard one for Vitality to win, but I think with Shocks on the AWP, it gives them an opportunity to search for a frag. With roughly 45 seconds left on the clock, he can be posturing forward a little bit more so, but has to take some aggressive fights here. They can't just continue to go slowly. A snail's pace will not cut it. The bomb on Apex coming through late halls. So we might see a 3-man wrap. Zywu covering the booty. But like I said, they have to get a move on. 30 seconds.
No one's holding the apartments area. Zywu does find the opener. JW got inquisitive. That's their go sign. And Brolin so close. The transfer is magnificent. Shock's close quarters. Apex has dropped the bomb, but it does get thrown down the balcony. He has a chance if he hits this quick, but it's not to be. And Fnatic getting us dangerously close to overtime now. What's that done to the French? They got what? 2.6 low end, 7.3 on Masuda.
Masuda could just buy an AK here and go for the hero AK with everybody else just taking a light pistol upgrade. They don't have to go for an all-in play at this moment. We have one more crack at it after this one. And as we hear the thinking music, that means one thing. Vitality have taken their last timeout. We're going to discuss their final 2 rounds of regulation and how they want to approach them going forward. Very, very important they get all of their ducks in a row and everybody understanding what they need to do, what they need to buy. So they've gone with 2 hero AKs, one for Masuda and one for Zywu. If we take a look at the scores right now, RPK leading the way with 23 kills, 22 for Zywoo, 23 as well for Shox, 14 for Apex, 12 for Masuda on the other side, 23 for Crims, 19 for Flusher, 15 for Brolin, and 13 apiece for JW and Golden, respectively. So Masuda having one of these hero AKs because of his extra cash. He needs to get something done right now. An opening would be nice. Some light pistols as well for the other three, all onto the P250s. 3 smokes to work with.
Wow. I don't know what you do with this purchase, but we've seen some very strange things this game. So maybe there's some method to the madness. Obviously making sense to the economy standard right now, but Zywoo and Masuda, how'd you bring them to a feasible location?
Unfortunately, Lauren, for the viewers at home, you have to wait out all the early spread of utility here from Fnatic. Don't get baited into taking too much early damage. You have to be inquisitive enough to force out the nades, exactly like what we're seeing here. So at this point of the round, the smokes will have all cleared by just under 1 minute. That's going to leave 2 more smokes, one in JW's hands, one in Brolin's hands, and a couple more Molotovs. So Vitality need to jiggle their way into getting a few more nades out here. It looks like double nades are set up towards the top banana. So as soon as they face, oh my God, Masuda? Golden's been flatlined.
Oh my God, but the damage coming back has been pretty massive too, but I'll take the kill over the damage. For now, though, it does call JW over. He's had to come and bring himself around with the AWP. Peeks into this. They do have a couple of smokes to put into play, a nade as well, but it's not much to write home about. Forced off the angle. Flusher still holds. Flusher taking to the heavy hitters. The 2 had the rifles. And now Apex picks up 1, Shox with the other, but no armor.
They have time to plant. It's not like they need the money, but getting ready to pounce as Flusher. He doesn't need to lurk through the smoke like this.
That was the way back in for Vitality, perhaps. Oh, a missed shot. JW caught. They're doing it. The French are actually doing it. Brolin's coming from Banana. That will be Shox's responsibility. He's opted for the pull-off angle. And with no armor, he has to be the one to pull the trigger first. Brolin's going to make it really clear he's coming. Oh, it's not easy now. And he only hits the warning shot, down to 50. RPK in the close corner, kept alive, and now Vitality, true to their name, are the ones